auction where I saw something I just had to have. My mind told me I should proceed with caution, but my heart said go ahead and make a bid on that. And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Fine man, I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice, I'm sold on the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. She's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Well, the auctioneer was going about a mile a minute. He was taking bids and calling them out loud. And I guess I was really getting in it, 'cause I just shouted out above the crowd. And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice, I'm sold on the lady in a long black dress. Well, she won my heart, it was no contest. With a ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. Well, I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Yeah, we found love on the auction block, and I hauled her heart away. Now we still love to laugh about the way we met that day when I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine. Man, I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice, I'm sold on the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. She's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye.
That is song and going out to everyone from Nancy at Valleydale Greenhouses. She called up. She's experiencing some flooding there. A little down in the spirits. She said this song always just picks her up. A happy little tune from John Michael Montgomery. It's called Sold on New Country 1270 Chat. It's 5:39. I'm James Richards. Floodwatch 95 continues all night long and into the mornings. We will be giving you extensive coverage of this flood of the South Saskatchewan River. Now, again, they are talking about the peak time for the river to be around 8 o'clock tonight. Now, there is some speculation on how long the peak is going to last, anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. So, we're not out of the woods yet. We still have lots of time to go here. And, of course, New Country 1270 Chat, we will be at Riverside Park.
Show, we have a remarkable man giving his testimonial on his amazing discovery. Go ahead, Tony, tell our folks at home.
Well, it's amazing deep dish pizza. Square pizza deep crust smothered in a homemade tomato sauce heat with fresh toppings. Ooh. Covered with a thick blanket of stringy, smooth cheese. Hey, can I use your phone?
Dial 527 Deep to discover delectable deep dish pizza, 15 styles of wings, and more. Sponsor the Dinner Bell, amazing deep dish pizza on Kingsway.
Thank you, Willie. You know, every time I hear country music, it makes me want to go round up my hat, string tie, boots, line dancing diagram for the floor, a plaid shirt.
Right now at Fountain Tire, when you purchase 2 or more Goodyear tires, you'll get a country music CD at no charge. You'll also find the all-new wet traction Goodyear Wrangler Aqua Tread, Aqua Channel technology for light trucks, plus great sale prices on selected Goodyear tires. See your Fountain Tire retailer for details.
Hey, if you're looking at me, you're looking at country.
Ow!
Do you have excellent customer service skills and outstanding telephone skills? Are you adept at WordPerfect 6.0 or equivalent software and have a knowledge of spreadsheet software? Then you may be just what we're looking for. The best receptionist in Medicine Hat. New Country 1270 Chat, TV 6 and 3, and cable advertising requires an extraordinary receptionist secretary. Send your resume before June 23rd to Brian Ellis, VPGM, Chat Radio and Television, Chat Media Center, Box 1270, Medicine Hat, T1A7H5. No phone calls, please. CHAT is an equal opportunity employer.
Precision Weather.
Your forecast for tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, low temperature near 5 degrees. Another nice day weather-wise for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, a little bit warmer, 23 to 24. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy near 6. And for Sunday, sunshine with increasing clouds late, 24 to 25. I'm meteorologist Peter Hall, and that's the Precision Weather Forecast on New Country 1270 Chat.
You know, if anything has been a blessing out of this whole thing, it has been that the weather has been very cooperative with us. Lethbridge and Calgary both sitting 16 this hour, 22 in Brooks, Maple Creek 20, 15 in the Hills, 23 in Leader, and in Medicine Hat some clouds and 21 degrees with brand new Tanya Tucker. Let's find out what's happening.
New Country 1270 CHAT.
Say farewell. I'll give you just another day. You better find out what's happening. Find out what's happening before long. If you don't find out what's happening, you're gonna find out that I'm gone. Tell me what you're gonna do. You better make up your mind now. It all depends on you, or I'm leaving you far behind. You better find out what's happening. Find out what's happening before long. Oh, yeah. If you don't find out what's happening, you're gonna find out that I'm gone. I'm gone. But if you don't come through, you won't ever see me again. You better find out what's happening. Find out what's happening before long. If you don't find out what's happening, you're gonna find your little mama gone. Long gone. You better find out. Find out what's happening. You better find out. Find out what's happening. You better find out.
If I had a reason to hesitate, then I'd drive a two-lane twisted road up the interstate to a little bit of heaven with none of the bells. Oh, how I love the Tennessee hills. Look at the horizon, a poor man's goal. I can see the perfect life in front of me, staring right inside my soul. Wind whistling taxi, giving me a chill. Oh, how I love the Tennessee hills. My engine's always gone and served me well. Sometimes it's bad, but things go good. When I see Clarksville in my rearview mirror, fading beauty moves me, and it always will. driving home. Now I see my old man coming, wearing that uniform. Ain't it funny how the times change? Ain't it funny when we kill? Oh, how I love the Tennessee. Oh, how I need the Tennessee Hills.
Joel feeding the Tennessee Hills, a new country, 1270 CHAT. It's 5:48. I'm James Richards as Floodwatch 95 continues. Next few days, definitely after the peak tonight, tomorrow, Sunday's going to be cleanup time. The weather's going to be quite nice, but they probably will need some volunteers. If you are interested, if you already haven't volunteered, let me give you the new volunteer number. Now, if you want to give some manpower, your use of your vehicles, any services whatsoever, you can call 526-1321. That number, once again, is 526-1321. More coming up as Floodwatch 95 continues.
Hey, how would you like to win a cool $7 million this Friday? Super 7. That's right, $7 million. You know it's a super winning feeling. Hey, Lotto Super 7. Lots of cash, more chances to win.
It's another great season of Pioneer Baseball, and you can save big on the best game in town. Blue Jays season passes available right now. 40 adult passes for just $120. Senior and student season passes, $85. These prices include GST. And the first 50 buyers who mention this ad receive an official Blue Jays Mini Slugger baseball bat absolutely free. This offer won't last long, so call now. 526-0404. 526-0404.
Samus Memorial Funeral Chapel would like to inform the public that should 7 persons overflow its bank and disable their funeral home, they have secured both preparation and chapel facilities so that they can continue to serve the families of Medicine Hat and surrounding area in the same caring tradition they have done in the past. They would like to extend a special thank you to all of those who have gone out of their way with overwhelming support to assist them. For more information, please don't hesitate to call the chapel at 528-2599.
When I went to the License Bureau on Kingsway, I was ready. And what was the first thing they asked me to do? Sit down. I couldn't believe it. In no time at all, I had my new digitized driver's license. The License Bureau also handles just about any license, including marriage licenses, vehicle registrations, written and road tests, and your new ID card. I couldn't believe how quick and comfortable it was. So don't just stand for it anymore. Sit down with the License Bureau for complete licensing services. They're in the mini mall beside Lauder's Cycle on Kingsway.
Celebrate 25 years of great taste at Top Pizza Family Restaurant. George and Spiros invites you to find out why Top Pizza is now better than ever. Featuring a brand new menu loaded with sumptuous Greek and Italian dishes, plus everyone's favorite pizza. There's free Coke with every meal. Purchase a large 12-inch pizza, you'll receive a 6-inch pizza for 25 cents. Ask about the many other 25th anniversary specials at Top Pizza Family Restaurant, 25 years young. They're downtown 2nd Street. New Country 1270 CHAT. This is Leroy Parnell. His latest one is called A Little Bit of You.
High wires, thin ice. Since you came along, I don't even think twice. Long shots, no sweat. Now what's a little gamble when there's one sure bet? When I'm fading at the finish, doubting and diminished, feeling for a minute when I can't endure. No matter what the problem, you know how to solve them. Ain't nothing that a little bit of you can't cure. There ain't nothing that a little bit of you can't cure. One touch, 3 words is all I need to lean against the wind in this world. In your faith, I trust. Is it any wonder that I never give up when I'm fading at the finish, doubting and diminished, feeling for a minute that I can't endure. No matter what the problem, you know how to solve them. Ain't nothing that a little bit of you can't do. Numb to speak. Another night just staring at the wall. Last night's conversation knocked me off my feet. I guess today I fall. I wish that we could find the words to look the other way. Be careful of the things we do and watch the things we say. And maybe then we'd get somewhere we'd never been before. Ah, but what's the use in fighting when you know you lost the war? Walk the streets of New Orleans, should soak to my skin through the mess of yesterday's parade. 1,000 times a day I think of calling you again. Come to my senses instead. And every time we walk away, we lose a little time, pretending to each other now that everything is fine. I know whatever lies I used to get myself to sleep, I wake up to the promises I know we could keep. Say you don't see what's wrong. Every night lasting oh so long. I know I do, already gone.
Flood Watch 95.
I'm Amy Stalker in the chat newsroom. Well, it seems Medicine Hat doesn't have to worry about a second peak in the South Saskatchewan River. That's the latest word from Alberta Environment's Dick Allison.
We've put out no bulletin of anything to do with the second peak. It's just we'll see a sustained peak, and after it arrives, and then it'll go slowly back down again.
The river is now not expected to peak until 8 o'clock this evening, and when it does peak, it's supposed to reach 10 meters. A state of emergency has been declared in Medicine Hat. Mayor Ted Grimm is urging citizens not to panic. He says the declaration will simply give the city the authority to do what it might have to do during this time.
Because we know that it will be a more extended period than simply waiting for the crest, and after it subsides, within a day of that, having everything back in order. Our estimate is that that may take quite long. Our knowledge of what has happened and how slowly the waters have receded in Lethbridge is a fairly good indicator.
Several politicians were in town today, including Medicine Hat MLA Rob Renner. He says everyone in the city is doing a tremendous job during this time to help each other out, and they've been doing a great job trying to get things organized.
I think it was just fantastic. You know, it's fortunate that you do have some advance notice, but from what I've been able to see, I've had discussions with city officials. Their preparation for this was second to none, and they were well aware that it was coming, but they did a terrific job of getting ready for it.
And Will from Holiday RV and Auto Center says he has some space up there by his place. He's located by the Esso and the Trans-Canada Highway. He says anybody with an RV can come and park their RV or their trailer up there. Or if you just want to keep some of your belongings safe, you can certainly bring them up there as well. Just a reminder, you might remember at 5:30 I mentioned there were some people at the River Center Dental Clinic with sandbags. Those sandbags are now gone. I'm Amy Stalker. I'll have more at 6:30.
Flood Watch 95 is presented by Shannon Monumental on New Country 1270 Chat.
We're at 6:01. Paul Harvey has the rest of the story next, brought to you by Zelmore Tire and Auto.
It's back, the deal of the century. Together, Zelmore Tire and Auto and AGT Mobility give you instant communication with affordable cellular service. For a limited time, get the Nokia 101 for just $124.95. This deal was so popular the first time they brought it back, but for limited time only. Combine this with AGT Mobility's new Liberty package at only $29.95 a month and receive unlimited free airtime evenings and weekends. Stop in today at Zelmore Tire and Auto, your only AGT Mobility Cellular Plus center.
Now, the rest of the story. One sad summer afternoon, Donna said goodbye. She and Charlie had been sitting outside on the back steps of her parents' house in Minneapolis. It was there that Donna told Charlie about Al. Al had proposed, she said, and she had accepted. The curious thing was that she loved both of them. Only she loved Al more. So she told Charlie goodbye, and Charlie got in his car and drove away. Donna went back into the house and cried. 3 months later, Donna Mae Johnson married Al Wold at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church. And yet in the days leading up to her wedding and through all of the time since, Donna's mind would often wander wistfully down the tree-shaded lanes where she had walked with Charlie. They'd met in a Minneapolis art school. Donna just graduated from high school, was a clerk in the accounting department. Charlie was an art instructor, 7 years older than she. But theirs was a sweet and innocent romance. Charlie sent Donna candy, flowers, love notes. Sometimes he would jot good morning on the calendar on her second-floor desk or leave little drawings that made her smile. And every day to Charlie's desk on the 3rd floor, Donna would bring an apple for the teacher and often with it a sentimental poem. Now, the problem, it seemed, was Donna's family. Charlie had not played football in school. That bothered Donna's dad. And her mother was much concerned that Charlie's was another church and that he was much older than her little girl. This parental opposition so frustrated Donna that she once even suggested to Charlie that they elope. And Charlie really wanted to, but he wanted even more not to hurt Donna's family. So Charlie and Donna continued to see each other for a year and then 2, almost 3, until along came Al. Al had been in the Navy, lived right next door to the Johnsons' church. He fell in love with Donna. And before she knew it, there were 2 suitors at her doorstep. Al quickly won her parents' approval. And after months of dating both young men, Donna wrote in her diary, quote, "How will you ever decide?" Then one afternoon late in July 1950, Donna did decide. And suddenly Charlie was alone. Almost 40 years later, of that lonely day, Charlie would say, "I can think of no more damaging loss than to be turned down by someone you love very much. What a bitter blow it is to everything that you are." And so to Charlie it was. But when he closes his eyes, he recalls with fondness the shining face and the bright red hair and the voice that spoke sweetly his name once upon a time. And as though it somehow held her close, Charlie, cartoonist Charles Schulz, would recreate the love he lost in a cartoon called Peanuts, in a nameless cartoon character who for Charlie Brown came to symbolize elusive romance. For you see, there really was a little red-haired girl. And now you know the rest of the story.
Mrs. Elizabeth Betty Helen Park of Medicine-Hat, beloved wife of Mr. Ewart Park, passed away on Monday, June 5th at the age of 57. The funeral service will be held in 5th Avenue United Church at 11 a.m. on Monday, June 12th, with Pastor Gary Knorrenchild officiating. As an expression of sympathy, donations may be made to the Canadian Cancer Society or the Palliative Care Society. For further info regarding the funeral service of Elizabeth Betty Helen Park, please phone Samus Memorial Funeral Chapel, 528-2599, or call the Chat Info Touch System, 529-4275.
Now, more of today's hottest music with James Richards.
New Country 1270 CHAT.
Without a thing, say some vows and spread their wings and settle down just what they need, living on love. She don't care about what's in style, she just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. Side by side in that front porch swing, living on love. He can't see anymore. She can barely sweep the floor. Hand in hand, they'll walk through that door, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough living on love. No, it doesn't take much when you get enough living on love.
That is Alan Jackson. He is living on love, a new country, 1270 Chad. It's 6:10. Good evening. I'm James Richards. Floodwatch 95 continues. Some announcements to make here. The Montessori Children Academy on Kingsway Avenue. They were supposed to hold the graduation on Sunday. That has now been postponed until further notice. Also, the T-ball picnic, which was scheduled for tomorrow morning at 9:30, is still going to run. They have moved it indoors now to the Crestwood School. So again, the T-ball picnic will be indoors tomorrow morning, 9:30 at the Crestwood School. The Hike for Life, we're getting a lot of calls on this, is still a go for Sunday afternoon. It'll all start off at 1 o'clock at the Moose Ball Complex. You can register there. So again, Hike for Life on Sunday is still a go. Also, one last thing here, the first annual Beat ALS fundraiser scheduled for tomorrow is also still going to happen at the Eagles Club. It all kicks off 7 a.m. with the pancake breakfast. And we'll have more for you all evening long and into the morning as Floodwatch 95 continues.
The event that was 325 years in the making is here. Big Sky, Canada's concert, celebrating the Bay's 325th anniversary in style. 3 gigantic days, August 5th, 6th, and 7th. Check this out. Anne Murray, Rita McNeil, George Funk, Michelle Wright, the Rankin Family, Susan Aglukart, Blue Rodeo, Buffy St. Marie, and many, many more.
Take it like a man.
3 days, lots of acts, one size. Big Sky, Canada's concert at Rocky Mountain Ranch, High River, Alberta. Tickets on sale at all Ticketmaster outlets are charged by phone 777-0000. Early bird ticket prices are still in effect. This means big savings. Hurry, there's now under 200 hours left. Big Sky, Canada's concert, August 5th, 6th, and 7th at Rocky Mountain Ranch, High River, Alberta. Lots of parking and camping available, plus ample concessions on site. Brought to you by the Bay.
Before you choose your weed control for wheat, durum, or barley, remember, only new Achieve 40 DG and Achieve Extra Gold offer you 5 and 2. The 5 stands for new lower water volumes as low as 5 gallons per acre. The 2 means $2 off the suggested price per acre to control grasses. So nothing stands between you and top weed control for all wheat, durum, and barley. New Achieve 40 DG and Achieve Extra Gold. Weed control that now takes you farther.
They're at the starting line. The lights go up. Engines explode. Tires squeal. It's Medicine Hat Drag Racing.
Medicine Hat Drag Racing with Fountain Tire and Goodyear presenting the first drag racing weekend of the season. Saturday, King of the Hill action. Time trials at 4, racing 6:30 to dark. Sunday, time trials at 10, racing at 1. Sponsored in part by Jackson Dodge Chrysler, Canadian Tire, and City Plymouth Chrysler.
Medicine Hat Drag Racing.
North on Box Springs Road. Don't miss it.
New Country 1270 CHAT.
I should have told her more I loved her. I should have spent more time at home. Should haves really aren't important, since the fact is now she's gone. I wish I'd listened to my conscience when it said don't let her go. And if she's wondering how I'm doing, well, I think she ought to know that I find myself praying more than I ever did before. And I find my heart is breaking each her. I'd be happy a free man, but the hurt inside of lonesome is what I didn't understand. And the lessons that I'm learning, Lord, I'm learning awful well. These nights I used to spend in heaven have been replaced by nights of hell, and I find myself praying more than I ever did before, and I find my heart is breaking each time her memory slams the door, and I find myself crying, oh, and trying to hold on, 'cause there ain't nothing short of dying that's worse than being left alone. There ain't nothing short of dying that's worse than being left alone. I've been listening to the moaning of that old north wind. Heard the raindrops pounding at my door again. Coming down in restless rhythm all night long. Hasn't rained forever, just since you've been gone. You've been gone 39 days of steady rain, 39 days of steady rain. I'm getting ready for the world to end, 'cause it's been raining, raining 39 days. Tried to find a silver lining behind these clouds. Tried to put myself back on solid ground. It's been this way for days now, but who's keeping count? Keeping count. 39 days of steady rain, 39 days of steady pain. I'm getting ready for the world to end, 'cause it's been raining, raining 39 days. Don't see it changing the weather till you change your mind. Come back home and show me just a little sign. 39 days of steady rain, 39 days of steady pain. I'm getting ready for the world to end, 'cause it's been raining.
That is new music from Prescott Brown and 39 Days. New Country 1270 Chad. It's 6:20. Good evening. I'm James Richards. Floodwatch 95 continues. More coming up at the bottom of the hour with Amy Stalker. Just a quick reminder to everyone, because they have shut off the water in the affected areas, we're asking the entire city of Medicine Hat to be really responsible when it comes to using water. Now, people living in Crescent Heights, Crestwood, the Ross Glen area, just because you're not going to be affected by this water turnoff doesn't mean that you should not ration water necessarily. maybe don't throw in a big, just a few loads of laundry, you know, a few dishes in the dishwasher. Maybe put off watering the lawns until we get everything settled with the flood. As Amy Stalker will tell us more coming up at 6:30 as Flood Watch 95 continues.
Hey, what do we know? We don't know why when torn jeans are in, knees and bums are out. We don't know why platform shoes are back in style when everyone hated them the first time. We don't know.
This week at Psychopath, get half price on any helmet with any adult bike. All helmets are fully approved and come with a free fitting because at Psychopath, they know bikes.
We don't know how one size could possibly fit all, or for that matter, how it could fit more than one. We don't know.
Psychopath on Dunmore Road next to Future Shop. They know bikes.
If you're passionate about driving, meet your soulmate, the completely redesigned Eagle Talon. Right now, during the Eagle Talon Spring Seduction Sale, the all-new Talon with 2-liter 16-valve double overhead cam, 140 horsepower engine, 4-wheel independent suspension, 4-wheel disc brakes, and more starts from just $19,998. Price based on MSRP of Talon ESI. Price includes freight and excludes taxes. See your local Jeep and Eagle dealer for details.
The big one has landed. Frigidaire and Countrywide Furniture and Appliances bring you big savings and big cash rebates. Receive up to $275 in factory cash rebates on a wide selection of Frigidaire appliances. Frigidaire Ultra Style Quiet Plus built-in dishwasher, just $529. Then receive $25 rebate. Frigidaire Custom 18 cubic foot refrigerator, big one price, $949 plus $40 combined rebate. The big one from Frigidaire and Countrywide Furniture.
Countrywide!
Thank you, Willie. You know, every time I hear country music, it makes me want to go round up my hat, string tie, boots, line dancing diagram for the floor, a plaid shirt.
Right now at Fountain Tire, when you purchase 2 or more Goodyear tires, you'll get a country music CD at no charge. You'll also find the all-new wet traction Goodyear Wrangler Aquatread, Aqua Channel technology for light trucks, plus great sale prices on selected Goodyear tires. See your Fountain Tire retailer for details.
Hey, if you're looking at me, you're looking at country.
Ow! New Country 1270 CHAT.
This county, just like my daddy was. I'm a working man, just like him, you know. I'm proud of who I am, I'm somebody. I'm somebody. I'm somebody. Yeah, I'm somebody.
taking place. I can hear the guitar playing lovely tunes every time that you walk in the room. I close my eyes for a second and pretend it's me you want. Meanwhile, I try to act so nonchalant. I see a summer night with a magic moon. Every time that you walk in the room. Maybe it's a dream come true, standing right alongside of you. Wish I could show you how much I care, but I only have the nerve to I can feel that something pounding in my brain. Just anytime someone speaks your name. Trumpet sounding, I hear thunder boom. Every time that you walk in the room.
This is Floodwatch 95.
I'm Amy Stalker in the chat newsroom. Well, flooding has forced Mayor Ted Grimm to declare a state of emergency. There has been no official evacuation order, though, but thousands of people have been advised to leave their homes. What I can tell you is 4,130 people have registered with the city or the Red Cross that they have left their homes. 1,500 homes have been evacuated in the 3 combined areas. 67 people are staying at the college, which has been set up as an evacuation center. These 67 people come from St. Joseph's Home, St. Pat's Home, and the Lutheran Manor as well. There are some families from the flats staying at the college. That includes a lot of children. Now, the city is really banding together to help these people feel a little bit better about what's going on. There's been entertainment set up for those new residents of the college. Grower Direct has distributed flowers throughout the college to help brighten the seniors' day as well. Sheila Gunderson, our fun cruiser coordinator, has told me that the Up With people will be at the college a little bit later to provide a little bit of entertainment for the families. As well, 2 RNs on staff and social workers are out at the college to help the people adjust to the new environment. The college food service is fully operational. They are prepared to prepare 3 meals a day for all the evacuees. Beds have been brought in from Suffield as well. Apparently CFB Wainwright is on call. They are ready to donate beds in case we need some more. As well, the Cultural Center would like to remind you, not only do we need volunteers before the flood hits, but we need volunteers to help clean up afterward. If you can lend a hand before or after this disaster, you can register your name down at the Cultural Center. 300 blankets have been donated by the City of Medicine Hat. Those blankets are set up at the college. Well, Alberta Environment Minister Ty Lund says the government will provide help to southern Alberta residents who suffer heavy losses because of the flooding. As a matter of fact, he flew over Medicine Hat today, and Lund says if there is one blessing from all these floods, it's that no one has died.
As a matter of fact, one of our employees ended up, he was going to cross the river and the bridge was gone. He got down into the river, but no loss of life. So that's a positive thing, but there's going to be horrendous costs with the damage.
I'm Amy Stalker. I'll have another update at 7 o'clock.
Floodwatch 95 is presented by Samus Memorial Funeral Chapel on New Country 1270 Chat.
It's a busy day, I'm a busy man, got a hectic schedule and my whole week's planned. People say I'm hard to reach, but she knows how to get a hold of me. I can tell it's her by the way the phone rings. When she calls, I drop everything, snaps her fingers, and I'm there. Hello, darling. When and where? Climbing ladders, punching clocks, loving money, it's a paradox. I'm motivated as the next guy, but a man's got to prioritize. I can tell it's her by the way the phone rings. When she calls, I drop everything, snaps her fingers, and I'm there. Hello, darling. When and where? Anytime, any place, say the word and I'm on my way. Till it's her by the way the phone rings. When she calls, I drop everything, snaps her fingers, and I'm there. Hello, darling. When and where? I don't know why I can't just leave. I guess the good times mean more to me. I forgive you all the words you want me to say and mean them, but right now I can't even say I'll stay. What's holding me ain't what's been holding you. I don't want to know his name. You can't explain. There's no reason, no real excuse. The truth hurts more than all the lies I held you through. Don't know what's holding me now that he's been holding you. I don't know where we go from here. To forget this, I swear, might take me years. Forever was a word I used to say and mean it, but now I say let's take it day by day. What's holding me ain't what's been holding you. I don't want to know his name. You can't explain. There's no reason, no real excuse. The truth hurts more than all the lies I held you through. Don't know what's holding me now that he's been holding you. Well, if love has
now that he's been holding you.
New Country 1270 CHAT 638. Floodwatch 95 continues. We keep you up to date all evening long. We're just over an hour away from the peak time, the expected peak time of the South Saskatchewan River. We'll keep you up to date like we mentioned. This is John Anderson, his latest one. It's called Mississippi Moon.
It's a late night show on the radio, going down the road with the Wolfman. Lightning bugs all around, moonlight shining down on little sleepy towns down in the flatland. I can still hear Mama calling, son, it's time to come on in. When the darkness started falling, everybody gathered round the table, amen. Mississippi moon hanging in the haze, wish I'd never left you. Spent enough time in that old rat race, going on back to the Delta. Barbecues, back porch news, and the guitar blues, just about sundown. Mockingbird melodies, watermelon memories, cruising the streets downtown. Hot summer night down on the levee, she spreads a blanket on the ground. There ain't no feeling like the first time, when the innocence is lost and love is found. Mississippi moon hanging in the haze, could almost reach and touch you. Been a long time and I missed your face, going on back to the Delta. I'm tired of searching for the answer, always out there on the run. I'm going back to where my heart is, down Highway 61. Mississippi moon hanging in the haze, almost reach and touch you. Been a long time since I seen your face, going on back to the Delta. Mississippi moon hanging in the haze, wish I'd never left you. Been
John Anderson and Mississippi Moon, a New Country 1270 Chat 641. Good evening, I'm James Richards. Floodwatch 95 continues. The mobile events cruiser, of course, down at Riverside Park. Jay Hitchens there once again, and let's see if we can get him this time. Jay, you there?
Yes, I am, James.
Jay, basically, we're expecting the peak time just over an hour away. Now, this is, of course, the closest we've actually come to a peak time without them changing it. So I think this might be it.
Well, we can only speculate at this point. From what I was understanding now, we're at 9.7 meters. Is that what you heard, James?
That's exactly what I heard, yes.
Okay, and we're not expecting it to go to 10. It'll maybe get close to the 10. So, I mean, we're almost there now. But, of course, the river rising very slowly now. Of course, I would imagine that's due in part to the width of the river, and we've learned that word attenuation today. And part of the reason, in case anybody is wondering why these peak times have been changing so much throughout, and basically the way I've had it explained to me, James, and help me through this here if I'm not explaining it exactly right. But as the river expands over its banks, they're finding different soft spots or sinkholes that it would be slowing the river down. And because, we had a gentleman from Alberta Environment, you go blank after a few hours here, he was saying that they don't know these places that exist because this hasn't happened in like 100 years, so it's difficult to predict those times. So as the river spreads out, it slows down, and hence that's why the peak times have been being pushed back and pushed back.
Mm-hmm. Do you sense maybe a little frustration throughout the day? You were down at Riverside Park for most of the day. People basically saying, "Come on, let's get the peak, and so we can start watching the river go down, and we can start the cleanup."
Actually, no, I wouldn't say anybody has said that. It's just been the continual questions: when? You know, when is it going to be, and how high is it going to go? I mean, that's basically what everybody wants to know. I think everybody pretty well understands, the situation with, predicting when that peak time is going to be. I mean, it's inevitable. It will happen, and we will be here covering it.
Mm-hmm. I meant to ask you earlier, but of course, things getting all hectic and stuff. We all knew that it was going to flood. Did you expect it to be this bad, though?
Did I myself?
Yeah, personally.
I really don't know, James. I really don't. I mean, I think to a certain extent, from this vantage point, we did expect River Road. Now, of course, we're fairly limited in our scope, from where we're looking. But we did expect it to come over River Road. But of course, what we couldn't judge is what was happening further east down the river around Athletic Park and the Viner Center and Lions Park, Strathcona Park, everything that happened there in those centers that, of course, are lower than we are up here in Riverside Park. And I think that scope of it probably, well, put it this way, we wished it wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw some pictures of Athletic Park and the arena and just how much flooding is going on there, and it kind of takes your breath away. It's kind of sad.
I should pass along one other note here too. I was talking with Master Corporal Guy Larocque from Suffield, and he's down here along with 75 other militia, and most of them have been trying to get a hold of their wives and let them know that they're basically here for the night, and after they leave the bridge area at whatever time that could be, probably after the peak is passed, which could be as late as 2 o'clock in the morning. They're still forecasting 4 to 6 hours that it will remain at peak, and after that time, then they're going to be heading off to the Flats area in Harlow and wherever, else to see what they can do to help up there. So anybody that is at home waiting for some of these men, and not only the militia, but of course, any of the other volunteers, it could be stretching way into the early hours Saturday morning.
Absolutely, and we will be there as Floodwatch 95 continues.
Get answers to your crop protection questions from an agronomist at UFA's Crop Protection Information Line. They're just a phone call away at 1-800-99-UFA for you. That's 1-800-998-3248, Monday through Fridays till June 30th from 8 to 5. Ask about Roundup herbicide, available this year at a new reduced cost per acre and in a convenient dry formulation. Get the details on this and the extended credit program at your local UFA Farm Supply store.
The Alberta Lung Association is proud to announce Bike for Breath. This is the first time ever that this provincial event has come to southeastern Alberta. Come on, Medicine Hat. Let's beat Grand Prairie and Lethbridge. Ride 20 kilometers or ride 10 feet, whatever you're comfortable with. Register today to be on your way to earning great prizes. You can be eligible for a trip to Holland, to Disneyland, and a $1,000 bike from Lauder Cycle and Ski. Entries will be filled by June 30th, so call the Alberta Lung Association today, 529-8935, for your registration information.
Customer Appreciation Day is this Saturday at Medicine Hat KFC. It's all about great tasting food and fun by the bucketful. Free giveaways and door prizes, food tasting, and more. Your kids will love the KFC Clown, who's making animal balloons all day. Buddy Bucket and Fred the Chicken will be there. So will New Country 1270 Chad live on location between 1:30 and 5:30. Treat the family to KFC this Saturday during KFC Customer Appreciation Day at Crescent Heights and Dunmore Road locations.
Have you heard the news? This month, your old floor could earn you an instant rebate of up to $100 or more at Doring's Furniture. Now's the time to trade in that old-looking floor. Just kiss it goodbye and treat yourself to a beautiful, easy-to-care-for Armstrong floor, designer Solarian, Vision Solarian. Floors that will bring the beauty to your entire home. And you get a rebate of up to $100 or more. That's no joke. Just a solid trade-in value based on an average room of 20 square yards. Think sensational and sensational savings with Armstrong. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to Doring's Furniture on Maple Avenue.
Precision weather.
Here's your forecast for tonight. We'll look for generally clear skies with a low temperature near 5. Tomorrow, another nice day, sunshine near 24. Tomorrow night will feature just a few clouds, 6 to 7. And for Sunday, sunshine with afternoon clouds, 24 to 25. I'm meteorologist Peter Hall, and that's your Precision Weather Forecast on New Country 1270 Chat.
Lethbridge, Calgary, both sitting 16 this hour. It's 22 in Brooks. Maple Creek is at 20. It's 15 in the Cypress Hills. Leader still sitting 23. And in Medicine Hat, some clouds and 21. With the latest for Reba McEntire. And still.
New Country 1270 CHAT.
Thousands of people live in this town, and I had to run into him when I saw him there on that busy street. Those feelings came back again. There was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He walked up to me, looked in my eyes, and still the world stood still. I couldn't move, and all I could feel was this aching in my heart, saying I loved him still. He said, how have you been? It's great to see you again. You're really a sight for sore eyes. I said, I can't complain. Oh, I'm doing fine. We talked as the people rushed by. We laughed about old times and all we went through. That's when he hugged me and said, I've missed you. And still the world stood still. I couldn't move, and all I could feel was this aching in my heart, saying I loved him still. That's when she walked up to him. He said, this is my wife. I gave my best smile, but I was dying inside. He said, we gotta go now, it's getting late. It was so good to see you. And then they walked away, and still my world stood still. I couldn't move, and all I could feel was this aching in my heart, saying I loved him still.
The Queen of Country Music, and still Queen. Reba McEntire, New Country 1270 Chat. 6:51, good evening, I'm James Richards. Floodwatch 95 continues. Amy Stocker has more coming up at 7 o'clock, all the latest as we await the peak time. Again, it's set for about 8 o'clock And speculation is that they're not predicting the 10-meter rise. We're sitting about 9.7 right now. They're expecting it not even to reach 10. So slowly and surely we'll wait until the peak time runs around. Again, that should be about 8 o'clock. Let me give you out that volunteer number once again. Now, if you'd like to volunteer for tonight or maybe tomorrow, don't forget we're also going to need volunteers when it comes time for cleanup. And there is going to be a very big cleanup happening within the next 3, 4, 5 days. If you would like to volunteer, here is the number to call, 526-1321. Now, that could be to volunteer anything, services, manpower, vehicles, anything you wish to volunteer. That number, once again, 526-1321. We'll have more when Floodwatch 95 continues.
Money Matters, presented by BC Business and Air BC. An airline that's more than planes, it's people. And now, Jim Kershaw.
Today we're going to talk about living in a perfect world. Back in a moment.
Spring is in the air. Right now with Air BC and their partner, Air Canada, you can fly to some of the most popular destinations at prices that are proving even more popular. Fly to Toronto for only $409, Victoria $426, Winnipeg $394, and Vancouver for a mere $366. With prices this low, it's definitely a good time to have a little spring fling, a spontaneous visit to family and friends, a quick adventure, or a surprise reunion before the summer rush. These prices are available until June 22nd only. After that, they vanish into thin air. That's Toronto for $409, Victoria $426, Winnipeg $394, and Vancouver for $366. Call your travel agent or Air Canada reservations and spend this spring in the air. Air BC. Their airline is more than planes, it's people.
In a perfect world, the Bank of Canada would have been doing the right thing. In a perfect world, Canada would have low debt levels and a balanced budget. In a perfect world, financial markets would reward us for having negligible inflation and allow us to have lower domestic interest rates. But in the real world, we're a small, open economy with excessive reliance on foreign capital to fund our tendency to live beyond our means. We have an enormous debt burden, and our government deficit ratios are simply horrific. 40% of our government debt is held by foreigners. Ontario was rated the #1 global borrower in 1994. All this foreign borrowing brings a price in the form of loss of domestic freedom. The February federal budget was just the beginning. Higher interest rates and the constant threat of a currency devaluation will overhang this economy for some time. All the more reason to build into your strategy some room for that fourth asset class, international investments.
Jim Kershaw is with the Vancouver office of Nesbitt Burns. Air BC and BC Business, BC's most widely read business magazine, have brought you Money Matters.
The $1 Million Hole-in-One Shootout is back. Play the special hole at Medicine Hat College for just $1 a ball. Each day's closest to the pin winners advance to the semifinals that evening, shooting for the finals and a shot at some amazing prizes, including $1 million. The $1 Million Hole-in-One Shootout, June 17th to 25th, supported by the Connaught Pro Shop, Creative Floors, Recreational Rental, the Insurance Brokers of Alberta, and New Country 1270 Chat.
My daddy was a hard-working, strong-minded man, ruled our farm with an iron. Told me my life was just a flash in the pan, and I was giving it free, and now to do it I can. I'm gonna do what I can. We went full speed ahead and called it progress. Take a look at it now, man, what a mess. Corruption, pollution, and all of the rest. Oh, the man upstairs ain't gonna be impressed. We gotta make this world a better place to dwell. What once was pure as gold is turning into a living hell. When it was given to us, you can bet your money it was pure as God could give. And we gotta make this world gotta make this world a better place to live. Yeah, we gotta make this world a better place to live. We gotta make this world a better place to live. Come on, everybody, now make this world a better place to live.
From TSN Sports Desk, this TSN Sports Radio update is brought to you by JVC. Technically perfect, perfectly simple.
Rain is a royal pain, a jolt to the Panthers payroll, and Goodyear gets a ride in Vancouver. Hi, everybody. I'm Glenn Gingrich, TSN Sports Radio.
This Father's Day, don't get Dad a tie or a fishing lure. Get him something he actually wants, like a JVC camcorder. And now, with the purchase of any new JVC camcorder, the first 5 videotapes are free. That's right. Purchase any JVC camcorder between now and Father's Day and receive absolutely free 5 TC20 videotapes valued at $40. JVC makes this special day even more special by capturing all those cherished moments. JVC camcorders, technically perfect, perfectly simple. Visit your JVC dealer today for details.
The day after they fired Coach Roger Nielsen, the Florida Panthers signed their franchise player, Windsor defenseman Ed Jovanovski. The first player taken in the '94 draft gets $5.7 million U.S. in a 4-year contract. He turns 19 this month and still faces a charge of sexual assault stemming from an incident last winter. The NBA final resumes tonight with the Houston Rockets looking to go 2-up on the Magic at Orlando. Rockets guard Clyde Drexler says their biggest advantage is experience.
I have a lot of experience, and you just got to do it, though. You know, you can't talk about it. You can't theorize about what's going to happen. You just got to go out and get the job done, and that's what this team has been trying to do.
Clyde Drexler. Rain is delaying the start of the Blue Jays-Royals game at Kansas City. The Expos and Giants set to begin a weekend series at Candlestick Park. Toronto's Scott Goodyear will drive in 2 more IndyCar events this season, including the race in Vancouver September 3rd. Goodyear's driving error cost him a victory last month in the Indy 500. This is TSN Sports Radio. Michael Schumacher of Germany.
Ask yourself what really matters to you most in an automobile. For decades, the Mercedes-Benz automobile has been an innovative leader in design, function, and technology. Mercedes-Benz consistently strides toward the future with the excellent driving characteristics you have come to expect from their name. Today, Mercedes-Benz means excellent performance and comfort, the very best safety features, reliability and durability, and high-style space efficiency. Sheer driving pleasure and ownership satisfaction belongs to you with your Mercedes-Benz automobile.
Continental Cars in Medicine Hat, Alberta values integrity and sophistication in vehicles. That's why they are introducing an entirely new class of Mercedes-Benz. The C-Class is among the finest examples of advanced engine technology, aerodynamic design, and safety engineering. Continental Cars would like to share with you some of the reasons the Mercedes-Benz line is among the most exceptional in its class today.
First, an important aspect of the Mercedes-Benz car, control. A number of components are involved in the transfer of power to the pavement. The engineers at the Mercedes Corporation study driving behavior in a special environment called the driving simulator. This allows them to learn which factors contribute to driver ease in adverse situations, such as fog and night driving. The Mercedes vehicle provides improved headlamps and standard fog lights for superior control. Power window switches are conveniently located and readily apparent to driver and passenger. With the Mercedes-Benz central locking system, you can also control your car's security. Any open windows and the standard power sunroof can be closed with a twist of the key in either door. A console central locking switch enhances occupant security from the inside.
Next, the top priority of many vehicle owners, safety of its drivers and passengers. With a comprehensive system of safety features, the Mercedes-Benz sets a standard of protection that has become a leader of the industry. The Mercedes-Benz team has created a unique safety patent called the Crumple Zone concept, refined for over 4 decades by a specialized unit of crash test specialists.
The Crumple Zone concept relies on a rigid steel passenger cabin, flanked front and rear by impact-absorbing crumple zones. In the instance of excessive impact, the front and rear crumple zones absorb much of the force of the crash before it reaches the occupants of the car.
Because of new levels of testing each and every year, the modern Mercedes-Benz offers a level of safety as yet unparalleled and integral to the excellent security history of Mercedes-Benz drivers. Beginning with the seatbelt, the occupants of the car are protected within milliseconds of certain frontal impacts. Features include a supplemental restraint system for both the driver and front seat passenger. This system, known as SRS, includes airbags and seatbelt emergency tensioning retractors. This system automatically reacts on impact, limiting the abrupt motion of the passenger. The safety features include a fourth-generation anti-lock braking system, helping to prevent wheel lockup in extreme braking conditions. In serious frontal collisions, the brake pedal is designed to pivot forward, away from the driver's feet. The interior of the vehicle is also designed to conceal a layer of aluminum that prevents splintering in impacts. These features are all part of the complex and progressive safety engineering of the Mercedes-Benz, designed to ensure that you, the driver, is safe in every way possible.
One of the most rewarding aspects of the C-Class Mercedes-Benz is simply its skillful maneuvering abilities. This brings us to another Mercedes experience: balance. The new C-Class vehicles are rear-wheel drive, inherently balancing the weight and characteristics of a front-engine car. This helps create the control expected by Mercedes drivers. The front suspension is modeled in a new double wishbone concept, providing the utmost precision and comfort. A multi-link rear suspension system offers exceptional road handling. This system is a patented Mercedes-Benz design that is copied but never quite duplicated. For those people who dislike driving on the icy or slushy winter roads, the Mercedes-Benz automobile offers traction control systems. The automatic slip control feature modulates the brakes to a slipping drive wheel until traction is regained, also reducing engine power to the rear wheels. Also available is the automatic locking differential, a computer-assisted traction control system.
Another Mercedes-Benz trademark is response, the ability to turn power into motion. The engine of the Mercedes is a powerful tool, featuring 4 valves per cylinder and variable intake valve timing. 4 valves allows for fast, efficient flow of intake and exhaust charges through the engine, improving performance, combustion, and fuel economy. The pistons are constructed from light alloys to minimize weight and coated with iron or graphite to minimize friction and wear. Each engine component is fit with precision to meet the Mercedes-Benz Microfine Excellence standard.
With the combination of features available to Mercedes-Benz drivers, you as the driver will communicate with the road in a way that's impossible with other automobiles. Your comfort while behind the wheel is imperative in your pleasurable driving experience. One of the highest priorities at Mercedes is to ensure total comfort and accessibility of features for its passengers. This includes luxuriant seats and comfortable temperatures. The Mercedes vehicle offers a powerful climate control system with large vents to ensure the rapid and complete circulation of fresh air throughout the passenger cabin. You'll be glad to know that every 1994 Mercedes vehicle uses a CFC-free refrigerant.
The firm, supportive seats of this automobile are designed for comfort while driving. The driver's seat is electrically adjustable for height, reach, tilt, recline, and head restraint height. The elegant interior offers spacious legroom for a passenger of every height, and there is more than enough room for golf bags and bulky suitcases. An optional ski sack even lets you insert your skis into the cabin through an opening in the rear center armrest. With its warm Zebrano wood and the rich feel and aroma of leather, the comfort of the Mercedes-Benz makes it a car you will never want to leave.
Not only will you love the look and feel of a Mercedes-Benz, you will also love the sound of one. The Mercedes ease of operation continues with an exceptional system of acoustics. With the option to choose a cellular telephone, communication is made easier. With an overhead console-mounted microphone, it allows you to make most calls without even using the handset. Thanks to an in-dash control unit, the Mercedes boasts an incredible Bose sound system engineered exclusively for on-road traveling in your Benz. Concert hall sound is yours with an in-dash AM/FM auto-reverse cassette deck. The sound system is pre-wired for an optional 6-disc compact disc changer. This CD player is mounted in the trunk, so it's hidden from view and provides hours of uninterrupted music. Acoustic engineers pinpointed the ideal location for each of the 8 speakers, providing optimal sound for every occupant of the car.
The Mercedes owner takes a vehicle purchase seriously and expects quality for their money. The commitment of the Mercedes-Benz Corporation continues long after you drive your vehicle off the lot. You can rely on Mercedes for all the support you may need in your travels through the years. Mercedes drivers are offered the first manufacturer-sponsored roadside assistance plan ever introduced in Canada. If you should ever require help, the phone number affixed to the inside of the glove compartment will prove invaluable. You will be reassured to know that your call can be handled 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Service technicians are extensively trained to provide you with an accurate diagnosis and personal attention.
The Mercedes-Benz is built to withstand the most difficult driving conditions and stay in prime conditions for years to come. The Mercedes company frequently awards badges to owners whose vehicles reach milestones of 250,000 kilometers, 500,000 kilometers, or 1 million kilometers. It's not uncommon to find examples of several 100,000 miles on the odometer.
Durability is inherent in every Mercedes-Benz automobile. The staff at Continental Cars will be glad to show you each hidden detail which, together, form the hidden strength of the vehicle. Hours of luxury, comfort, durability, safety, and controls are waiting to belong to you. Continental Cars in Medicine Hat is your Mercedes-Benz dealership, and their staff will help you choose and select the vehicle that best suits your desires. As an owner of a Mercedes-Benz, you will be in possession of an exceptional automobile that will uphold a new standard of reliability, durability, and safety. Continental Cars gives you the chance to acquire the vehicle of a lifetime, the Mercedes-Benz. Have a look around. The address of Continental Cars is 621 15th Street, Southwest. Call any one of the informative sales representatives at 526-3633, and they will help you with any questions you may have. When you see all that the Mercedes-Benz automobile has to offer, you may look at ownership from a different perspective, the driver's seat.
Ask yourself what really matters to you most in an automobile. For decades, the Mercedes-Benz automobile has been an innovative leader in design, function, and technology. Mercedes-Benz consistently strides toward the future with the excellent driving characteristics you have come to expect from their name. Today, Mercedes-Benz means excellent performance and comfort, the very best safety features, reliability and durability, and high-style space efficiency. Sheer driving pleasure and ownership satisfaction belongs to you with your Mercedes-Benz automobile.
Continental Cars in Medicine Hat, Alberta values integrity and sophistication in vehicles. That's why they are introducing an entirely new class of Mercedes-Benz. The C-Class is among the finest examples of advanced engine technology, aerodynamic design, and safety engineering. Continental Cars would like to share with you some of the reasons the Mercedes-Benz line is among the most exceptional in its class today.
First, an important aspect of the Mercedes-Benz car, control. A number of components are involved in the transfer of power to the pavement. The engineers at the Mercedes Corporation study driving behavior in a special environment called the driving simulator. This allows them to learn which factors contribute to driver ease in adverse situations, such as fog and night driving. The Mercedes vehicle provides improved headlamps and standard fog lights for superior control. Power window switches are conveniently located and readily apparent to driver and passenger. With the Mercedes-Benz central locking system, you can also control your car's security. Any open windows and the standard power sunroof can be closed with a twist of the key in either door. A console central locking switch enhances occupant security from the inside.
Next, the top priority of many vehicle owners, safety of its drivers and passengers. With a comprehensive system of safety features, the Mercedes-Benz sets a standard of protection that has become a leader of the industry. The Mercedes-Benz team has created a unique safety patent called the Crumple Zone concept, refined for over 4 decades by a specialized unit of crash test specialists.
The Crumple Zone concept relies on a rigid steel passenger cabin, flanked front and rear by impact-absorbing crumple zones. In the instance of excessive impact, the front and rear crumple zones absorb much of the force of the crash before it reaches the occupants of the car.
Because of new levels of testing each and every year, the modern Mercedes-Benz offers a level of safety as yet unparalleled and integral to the excellent security history of Mercedes-Benz drivers. Beginning with the seatbelt, the occupants of the car are protected within milliseconds of certain frontal impacts. Features include a supplemental restraint system for both the driver and front seat passenger. This system, known as SRS, includes airbags and seatbelt emergency tensioning retractors. This system automatically reacts on impact, limiting the abrupt motion of the passenger. The safety features include a 4th-generation anti-lock braking system, helping to prevent wheel lockup in extreme braking conditions. In serious frontal collisions, the brake pedal is designed to pivot forward, away from the driver's feet. The interior of the vehicle is also designed to conceal a layer of aluminum that prevents splintering in impacts. These features are all part of the complex and progressive safety engineering of the Mercedes-Benz, designed to ensure that you, the driver, is safe in every way possible.
One of the most rewarding aspects of the C-Class Mercedes-Benz is simply its skillful maneuvering abilities. This brings us to another Mercedes experience: balance. The new C-Class vehicles are rear-wheel drive, inherently balancing the weight and characteristics of a front-engine car. This helps create the control expected by Mercedes drivers. The front suspension is modeled in a new double wishbone concept, providing the utmost precision and comfort. A multi-link rear suspension system offers exceptional road handling. This system is a patented Mercedes-Benz design that is copied but never quite duplicated. For those people who dislike driving on the icy or slushy winter roads, the Mercedes-Benz automobile offers traction control systems. The slip control feature modulates the brakes to a slipping drive wheel until traction is regained, also reducing engine power to the rear wheels. Also available is the automatic locking differential, a computer-assisted traction control system.
Another Mercedes-Benz trademark
Your comfort while behind the wheel is imperative in your pleasurable driving experience. One of the highest priorities at Mercedes is to ensure total comfort and accessibility of features for its passengers. This includes luxuriant seats and comfortable temperatures. The Mercedes vehicle offers a powerful climate control system with large vents to ensure the rapid and complete circulation of fresh air throughout the passenger cabin. You'll be glad to know that every 1990
Now, what else did you see? Program. The plan. No. What was the show? Oh, they showed it green, but I know it comes in lots of colors. What color is the sky on your planet?
95 Ranger Sport at your Alberta Ford and Mercury dealers. Dealer may lease for less. Credit approval and other conditions apply.
It's always been Ford.
Hi, folks. This is Tom Cormier, host of Let's Talk America. I want to invite you to listen to my show, but only do so if you're into hearing something totally different from any other program. And by that, I mean we discuss the common problems of our time, just like everybody else, but then we get down to business and actually offer a solution to those problems. The solution? Well, I said it was different, didn't I?
Let's Talk America, Sunday mornings at 8 on the new Mix 1390.
And just ahead of the Earth Tones, I have Mark and why do I do this? Sorry, Glenn. I know your name. I'm so embarrassed. Anyhow, they're down at in the Northwest area and have something to say about what's going on down there, guys.
Well, that's right. Is it Brandy?
On Kingsway.
Welcome back to What's Amazing. On today's show, we have a remarkable man giving his testimonial on his amazing discovery. Go ahead, Tony, tell our folks at home.
Well, it's amazing deep dish pizza. Square pizza deep crust smothered in a homemade tomato sauce heat with fresh toppings. Ooh. Covered with a thick blanket of stringy smooth cheese. Hey, can I use your phone?
Dial 527 Deep to discover delectable deep dish pizza, 15 styles of wings, and more. Sponsor the dinner bell, amazing deep dish pizza on Kingsway.
Take the ride of your life. And this summer, Roadside Amusement Park. Your family is now open. Pick your favorite ride from the 12 super smooth water slides and relax in the huge hot tub opening this Sunday from 10 till 8. Play 18 holes on the newly renovated mini golf course. Challenge a few speedy laps on the adult or kiddie go-karts. Golf carts or go-karts open 10 till 10. Bring a friend, bring the family to summer's best reward, Riverside Amusement Park on Highway 1.
We got another cancellation. This just in, the St. Paul's Lutheran Men's Fellowship Breakfast for tomorrow morning. That has been canceled. Amy Stocker will have all the latest on Floodwatch 95 coming up right after Rick Tippy, and this is brand new for Diamond Rio. It's called Finished What We Started on New Country 1270 CHAT.
Lying on our backs, we stared at the stars, trying to count them or guess how far. I still remember the way that it felt the night we hung our dreams out on Orion's belt. The moonlight danced out on the water's edge. We started a walk that hasn't ended yet. And step by step and mile by mile, taking each turn together, following the signs that point to forever, and side by side, true and tender-hearted, we'll finish what we started. The road we had traveled has sometimes been steep, and we've crossed troubled waters that were raging and deep. But with memories to lean on and love as our guide, there's no path too winding, no river too wide. One foot in front of the other each day, keeping a promise that two young lovers made. So step by step and mile by mile, taking each turn
sprung a new leak. The forecast says more rain. We've got our work cut out, just keeping dry. The kids could use some new shoes, the house a coat of paint. Somehow we always manage to get by. 'Cause we know you and I, oh, love don't get better than this. I still feel that same thrill when we kiss. But let the world fall apart, face to face and heart to heart. Oh, love don't get better than this. I don't hear you complaining, but I see it in your eyes. Things haven't gone too well for you today. We've had our dreams of mansions, but life cut us down to size. There've been some disappointments along the way. Still we smile when we say, oh, love don't get better than this. I still feel that same thrill when we kiss. But let the world fall apart, face to face and heart to heart. Oh, love don't get better than this. Fools may search for gold, but having you to hold makes me the richest man I know. Oh, love don't get better than love, don't get better than this. I still feel that same thrill when we kiss. But let the world fall apart, face to face and heart to heart. Oh, love don't get better than this. Oh, love don't get better than this. Oh, love, no, it don't get better. Oh, love don't get better than this.
This is Floodwatch 95.
I'm Amy Stalker from the Chat Newsroom. Potential flooding has forced the Mayor of Medicine Hat, Ted Grimm, to declare a state of emergency. While there has been no official evacuation order, thousands of people have been advised to leave their homes. And we're only about 30 minutes away from the predicted crest time of the South Saskatchewan River. It's currently running about 9.7 meters, and it's expected to crest at 9.8 meters. Once again, that's supposed to happen at 8 o'clock, just 30 minutes from now. Well, the Provincial Environment Minister, Ty Lund, was in our city today, and he says it's been an absolute miracle that no one has died or been severely hurt in all of this severe flooding.
Alberta Environment Minister Ty Lund flew over Medicine Hat, where the South Saskatchewan River has overflowed its banks and partially submerged hundreds of homes and facilities. Lund says he's thankful that no one has been killed in the flooding, which has hit Pincher Creek, Lethbridge, several communities near Calgary, and now Medicine Hat.
Well, that's the one thing that there's been people stranded.
Lund says the Alberta government will provide money to municipalities that have been impacted by the flooding. He says the issue will be dealt with by the Alberta government at a cabinet meeting next week. Lund says, though, that there's going to be horrendous costs from the damage. Bill Graveland, Medicine Hat, Alberta.
Justice Minister Brian Evans had planned to come to our city before word of all these impending floods hit. He was in our city this afternoon, and he was being peppered with questions about what sort of compensation the city can expect from the province. Evans says there will be a caucus meeting Monday and a cabinet meeting Tuesday, but as it stands now, from the province's point of view, they also have to kind of step back and wait and see what will happen.
there may be a substantial amount of damage to croplands, there may be a substantial amount of damage to chattels that aren't covered by our program. We're going to have to see whether we can find some funds to assist with those. And in terms of people's insurance, that's another concern, because they may not have coverage, because this is clearly an act of God rob.
I'm Amy Stalker. I'll have more at 8 o'clock.
Floodwatch 95 is presented by Shannon Monumental on New Country 1270 Chat.
Forever, every impossible dream can come true. Though mountains are many and meadows are few, I'll always believe in you.
In all my time, you are my sweet inspiration.
come washing over me.
You touch my hand, I can get carried away.
On of life's road, you will travel beside me. You are the only one. 'Cause we can do anything, we can go anywhere. All of the wonders of the world are yours and mine. We'll take the morning sun, all the stars in the Milky Way. We'll build a rainbow in our once upon a time. Maybe we'll change the world.
Maybe we are what the world's been waiting for.
Oh, baby, if they could learn to love like we love, they wouldn't need a word for lonely. 'Cause nobody would be lonely anymore. 'Cause we can do anything, and we can go anywhere. All of the wonders of the world are yours and mine. We'll take the morning sun, all the stars in the Milky Way. We'll build a rainbow in our once upon a time. Forever rainbows in our once upon a time.
Terry Kelly and Kalita, we can do anything. Medicine Hat, yes we can. The New Country 1270 chat, it's 7:40. Good evening, I'm James Richards. Floodwatch 95 continues. We, of course, have the mobile events cruiser set up at Riverside Park. Jay Hitchin there once again. Jay, we await the peak time, I guess, just about 20 minutes away. Any more information to pass along?
As far as peak time goes, our basic feeling down here is it's kind of irrelevant at this point. I mean, we're talking 0.1 of a meter away from what they would call peak time, and I'm sure that was our last measurement. Rob, how long ago did we have that measurement as far as our peak time went?
As far as I know from Dick Allison from Alberta Environment, who has left for a little while, it was around 9.7 about an hour ago. He said it would be just under 10 meters once the peak hits, right around 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's nothing really different than what it is now.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, when I vacated the mobile here for a bit around 4:30 or something, we had 9.6 at that time. So, so the level has been rising ever so much slower as, of course, we approach those peak times. Now, this kind of brings up the point, if we can basically say, you know, for all intents and purposes, that we have reached peak, because what time is it, James? 7:40 something?
7:41, actually.
Yeah, okay, so we're 19 minutes away from basically what's been predicted as peak time. So now, earlier on this afternoon, Dick Allison had said something to me. He'd said that basically, this is when the mind goes to mush. Okay, he said as soon as the river catches up, then it will drop like a rock. Now, this stuck with me all afternoon long, and I'm going, what does this mean when the river's there? What does it have to do to catch up? So basically, and Rob, help me through this, because you were there when Dick was trying to explain this to us. Primarily, a lot of the water that we're seeing now in the South Saskatchewan River came from the Bose.
I believe that's right.
Okay, so this is like a big block of water that came from the Bose, and this is primarily what we're seeing. And of course, that's intermingled with what we normally have from the South Saskatchewan. And this water is just like a big block that's moving along. Now, behind this, we have the original water from the river from the South Saskatchewan that is pushing this other water along, and it's basically kind of working against each other. Am I getting close to this?
Something along those lines, yeah. It's easier to describe when you put the 0.2 of a meter in.
Right, okay.
We're getting to that, though. Yeah, but I don't want to confuse anybody.
As soon as this block of water moves through, which could take 4 to 6 hours, and this is what we're talking about for peak flow, Dick described there will be like a gasp. Like all of a sudden it's like, okay,
we've passed over this. He said in Lethbridge it took 4 hours for this to occur. And then the river will, in his words, drop like a rock. Now, drop like, you'll be able to see it drop. Now, this may not happen until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And the rate of droppage was?
0.2 of a meter every hour.
Right.
So 0.2 of a meter every hour.
What we're looking at then, or the next question we asked Dick is, what's it going to look like, say, tomorrow morning? You know, many of the people that are going to go to bed tonight come down and have a look at the river tomorrow. What's it going to look like? Well, of course, depending upon what time you wake up. But basically, say if you headed down here tomorrow morning after you got up and you had a look, the river would probably look very similar to what we saw around 8, 9 o'clock this morning when the river had crested over the banks and was covering River Road, and it, basically it had just started to cover over the fencing, the barrier that goes along the side of the river. So we're anticipating that to be down. And, of course, the continual droppage rate of 0.2 of a meter per hour after that until we reach some semblance of normalcy.
So hopefully by, let's say, tomorrow evening sometime, the river possibly could be back to normal, or...
It could take even a little bit longer. If it's only going to drop 0.2 of a meter every hour, it could take a little longer than that. So maybe sometime on Sunday we could see a significant drop.
Get your calculator out, James.
You did a good job explaining that, though.
Yes, you did.
I should congratulate you on that.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Let me just ask you guys one last thing before you go. Have you heard anything down there about the Seven Persons Creek? I know there's a lot of people running around there. Has there been any talk about more flooding there, or if we could expect something from Kingsway? Because basically at the Chad Media Center we haven't heard anything, so I'm just wondering if you heard any rumblings about Seven Persons.
I traveled over Dunmore Road about an hour and a half ago over Seven Persons Creek, and it was, I don't know, I mean, there's that the sidewalk that goes underneath the bridge there, of course, that's all covered over, and it was maybe, you know, they have the netting on the rocks on the side there. It was maybe 6 feet down from the top of that at that time. As far as what it is further down to where it was already flooding over down by Hat Salvage and the bottom of Shoalton Hill, I haven't seen that, and I can't even hazard a guess, but I would imagine that whatever the situation was a couple of hours ago with the road closed would still remain.
So you haven't heard anything official down at Riverside Park? No one has ever mentioned anything to you?
No, but I hope if somebody does, they either contact us or get a hold of you, Gush.
Absolutely. Sounds good. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, we'll continue here at the Finley Bridge as we continue with Floodwatch 95, James.
Endless roads, rank stock, stiff competition. Just another day in the dirt for Canada's top cowboys.
It's the Coors Shootout at the Brooks Kinsman Pro Rodeo, June 9th and 10th. A lot of action. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, Pro Rodeo with Little Britches Rodeo action Saturday evening. Take it in for a great family weekend.
The Silver Bullet brings you the Coors Shootout Pro Rodeo Series. It only comes round once a year.
The chute is open and everyone's heading to the Foremost Agricultural Society Rodeo this weekend. Starting today, 10 a.m. with the 4-H show and sale. Stand in line for the parade tomorrow morning at 11. At 8, it's the Rodeo Cabaret with music by Wichita. Dig into the free pancake breakfast tomorrow and Sunday morning from 7 to 9:30. Then get set for all your favorite rodeo events tonight at 6, tomorrow and Sunday afternoon at 1:30. Don't miss all the thrills and spills at the Foremost Agricultural Society Rodeo, happening this weekend.
It's another great season of Pioneer Baseball, and you can save big on the best game in town. Blue Jays season passes available right now. 40 adult passes for just $120. Senior and student season passes, $85. These prices include GST. And the first 50 buyers who mention this ad receive an official Blue Jays Mini Slugger baseball bat absolutely free. This offer won't last long, so call now. 526-0404. 526-0404.
Celebrate 25 years of great taste at Top Pizza Family Restaurant. George and Spiros invites you to find out why Top Pizza is now better than ever. Featuring a brand new menu loaded with sumptuous Greek and Italian dishes, plus everyone's favorite pizza. There's free Coke with every meal. Purchase a large 12-inch pizza, you'll receive a 6-inch pizza for 25 cents. Ask about the many other 25th anniversary specials at Top Pizza Family Restaurant, 25 years young. They're downtown 2nd Street.
Precision weather. Here's my forecast for the overnight period. We'll look for clear to partly cloudy skies with low temperatures bottoming out near 5 degrees. For tomorrow, lots of sunshine in the forecast Temperature 23 to 24. Tomorrow night, a mixture of clouds and stars near 6. And for Sunday, sunshine with afternoon clouds near 25. I'm meteorologist Peter Hall, and that's your precision weather forecast on New Country 1270 Chat.
In Lethbridge, Cypress Hills, both sitting at 15 degrees this hour. It's 16 in Calgary. Maple Creek is at 19. It's 23 in Leader. And at Brooks and Medicine Hat, clouds and 20 with Terry Hill. And the way I feel right now.
New Country 1270 CHAT.
Like everyone else who takes their love and hides it up on a shelf. What we have is to have and to hold, and I want the whole wide world to know that I can't keep it bottled up inside, like a shooting star that lights up the sky. The way I feel upon a star, oh, and behold, baby, here you are. Spent so many nights wasted alone. I finally found someone to call my own. Love like yours was worth the wait. You make my heart wanna celebrate the way I feel right now.
That is a brand new song for Terry Hill, The Way I Feel Right Now, on New Country 1270 Chat. 7:51, I'm James Richards. Floodwatch 95 continues. Just to let you know, we got an issue from the police here. The police and the military are going to be patrolling the flooded areas just to make sure that no one gets in there. Now, just to let you know what happens if you do get caught inside the blockaded area or an area that is flooded, you will be charged and arrested. So they mean business. They basically want no one in that flooded area until everything subsides. So, public safety is number one in mind on the police and the military. So just so you know, if you're planning on driving around, looking at the flooded parks here or the flooded areas, that do not go anywhere where it's not if it's barricaded in by the police. Do not go in there because they mean business and you will be arrested and charged with that as well. Just before we go to some more music here, just want to remind you about the volunteer number. Now, that is not a volunteer number for the cleanup. This is for right now. We want people to come out there, and if you want to volunteer your, well, let's say you have a vehicle you want to volunteer, or if you have your own manpower you want to volunteer, this is the number to call to do that. 526-1321. Now, just to let you know, there will be taking volunteers for the big cleanup whenever that may happen. That number, once again, it's 526-1321. We'll have more for you when Floodwatch 95 returns.
Honey, is that the bat signal over the Golden Arches?
Does this have something to do with the movie Batman Forever, Hal?
The name's Batman.
Of course it is, dear.
And right now, with every extra value meal or other food purchase, you can get one of 4 Batman Forever character mugs. Batman, Robin, Two-Face, the Riddler, all chiseled in high-quality glass for just $1.49 each. I can collect all 4.
I'm sure you will.
Hurry in for your collectible Batman Forever character glass mugs. Just $1.49 each. Only at McDonald's.
I'll store them in the Batcave.
It's a garage, Hal.
Have you had your break today?
The $1 Million Hole-in-One Shootout is back. Play the special hole at Medicine Hat College for just $1 a ball. Each day's closest to the pin winners advance to the semifinals that evening, shooting for the finals and a shot at some amazing prizes, including $1 million. The $1 Million Hole-in-One Shootout, June 17th to 25th. Supported by Critters Cafe, Cactus Communications, Main Floor Carpets, the Insurance Brokers of Alberta, and New Country 1270 Chat.
We're at 7:53. This just in. The Department of Highways in Saskatchewan reports that the 3 ferries on the number 32 line, the Lancer, the Lemsford, and the Estuary ferries, are going to be closed due to high waters, obviously. So again, the 3 ferries on the number 32 line, the Lancer, the Lemsford, and the Estuary ferries are all going to be closed. Amy Stocker will have more. Floodwatch 95 will continue all night long. Mark Austin will be in after 8 o'clock. We'll have live reports also from Riverside Park, so keep it right here. New Country 1270 Chat. This is Red Akins.
She's been going out with him. She's been going out with me. Said she'd let us know by tonight which one it would be. So I waited by the phone, but she never called me up. Had to know what was going on, so I drove by her house, and sure enough, that ain't my truck in her drive. Man, this ain't my day tonight. Looks like she's in love, and I'm out of love. That ain't my shadow on her wall. Lord, this don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world, but that ain't my truck. I pulled over by the curb. I've been sitting here all night, wondering what it was I did so wrong, that he did so right. I thought of breaking down the door, but there's nothing left to say. That Chevy 4x4 says it all, sitting in my place. That ain't my truck in her drive. Man, this ain't my day tonight. Looks like she's in love, and I'm out of love. That ain't my shadow on her wall. Lord, this don't look
TSN Sports Desk, this TSN Sports Radio update is brought to you by JVC. Technically perfect, perfectly simple.
Schumacher shows the way. Brodeur is on diaper duty, and the Jays and Royals are rained out. Hi, everybody. I'm Glenn Gingrich, TSN Sports Radio.
If you're one of those people who went out and bought your dad one of those traditional Father's Day presents, we have only one thing to say to you. Hope you kept those receipts, because from now till Father's Day, JVC is giving away 5 free tapes valued at $40 when you buy any JVC camcorder. That's right. Purchase any JVC camcorder between now and Father's Day and receive at no cost to you 5 TC20 videotapes. So don't just sit there. Get looking for those receipts. JVC camcorders. Technically perfect, perfectly simple. Visit your JVC dealer today for details.
Defending champion Michael Schumacher is the man to beat entering final qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix. Schumacher claimed the provisional pole in Friday's opening qualifying on Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, but feels his car still has more to give.
It's normal circumstance, and you have to have the best compromise to get as much as mechanical grip you can get from the car, as low wing as you can have for the aerodynamic, have enough acceleration. The most important is to have a very good engine, and obviously we do, and generally I'm very happy.
Damon Hill was second in a Williams Renault, followed by Austrian Gerhard Berger. The Blue Jays and Royals were rained out in Kansas City. The game will be made up as part of a doubleheader in September. The Expos send Pedro Martinez against Mark Leiter in their series opener at San Francisco. Colorado beat Chicago 2-1 in 10 innings. Florida over Pittsburgh 5-4. American League, Boston beat Oakland 4-1. Red Sox starter Tim Wakefield lost his no-hit bid with 1 out in the 8th inning. This is TSN Sports Radio. Devils goalie Martin Brodeur spent an off day between playoff games tending to his newborn son. Anthony Brodeur was born Thursday in Paterson, New Jersey. From TSN Sports Desk, I'm Glenn Gingrich.
This is Floodwatch 95.
I'm Amy Stalker in the chat newsroom. Of course, it is now 8 o'clock, and that was crest time for the South Saskatchewan River. At this time, it was expected to crest at 9.8 meters. I also have a message from the Public Information Officer, Larry Godden, to pass along.
Police and military personnel are patrolling the perimeters of the evacuated areas. If you have no authorized business or reason to be in the area, stay away. Violators will be charged, and there will be little tolerance. Don't forget, water restrictions are in effect. The college is the evacuation center. No more volunteers are needed tonight, including places to lodge. Stay tuned for future requests. If you are near or want to go into the floodwaters, don't. It is high, fast, dirty, and has a lot of debris, including large trees and branches that are barely visible. As well, it may appear to be shallow water, but the road underneath may have collapsed or manhole covers may be gone.
Now, in his message, Mr. Godden mentioned there was no need for volunteers. However, also remember, we also need volunteers to help out after the flood hits and after the waters start to recede. So if you can help out after, you can call the Cultural Center and they'll be able to hook you up with people there. Just talking a little bit about what is going on at the college. People from St. Joseph's Home and the Lutheran Manor at the college, as well as entire families from the Flats area. Growers Direct has been at the college. They were giving out flowers to some of the people in order to help them make them feel a little bit better about themselves at this time. The College Food Services is completely prepared to offer 3 meals a day to all evacuees. And apparently the group Up With People will be up at the college a little later on to do a little bit of entertaining. I'm Amy Stalker, and I'll have more at 8:30.
Floodwatch 95 is presented by Samus Memorial Funeral Chapel on New Country 1270 Chat.
I hear songs on the radio. They might be fast or they might be slow. Every song they play's got me thinking about you. I see a fella walking down the street.
Country, 1270 Chat. It's 8:05. Flood Watch 95 continues. More details coming right up. Right now, this is brand new Brooks and Dunn. And you're going to miss me when I'm gone.
I'm still hurting from last time you walked on this heart of mine. I can't find much to believe in. You let me down so many times. Heaven knows how much I love you, but I'm tired of holding on. You better kiss me, 'cause you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. There's not much chance we're gonna make it. If I'm the only one who's tried, you know I'm running out of reason. We're running out of time. Someday, girl, you're gonna wake up and wonder what went wrong. You better kiss me, 'cause you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're good at going through the motions, and all I hear are alibis. Now I get this empty feeling when I look into your eyes. And I don't see the love light shining, and I don't know what's going on. You better kiss me, 'cause you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You better kiss me, 'cause you Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You better kiss me, 'cause you're gonna miss me. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You better kiss me, 'cause you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Well, there's a hand-me-down lesson my mama taught to me. Goes back as far as the dawn of history. There was this thing about an apple and a snake up in a tree. And Adam said, what in the world am I gonna do about Eve? Don't criticize till you've walked a mile in her high-heeled shoes. You know her heart reads like an open book when tears are in her eyes. But you'll never solve the mystery of her Mona Lisa smile. Because girls will be girls, it's out of your hands. You can't control what you can't understand. Waikiki to Gay Paris, all around the world you'll see girls will be girls. And the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rocks the world. Girls will be girls. Girls will be girls. It's out of your hands. You can't control what you can't understand. Waikiki to Gay Paris, all around the world you'll see girls will be girls. Oh, girls will be girls.
Hi, this is Paul Gregg and John Dietrich of Restless Heart telling you to keep listening to New Country 1270 Chat.
Sometimes a woman and a man make plans, then change in the middle of the street. Why does the flame die and where does the blame lie and what becomes of their dreams? Will I be starting on my own again brand new? Or will I be rebuilding what I once had with you? Tell me, say you don't need me now, go. Say that you want me and I'll come home. I can take anything but
Country 1270 CHAT with Restless Heart. And say what's in your heart. It's 8:16. I'm Mark Austin. Flood Watch 95 continues. Just a couple of things to pass along to you. We've had a lot of phone calls here, people asking which bridges are closed, what's the situation. We haven't heard about any bridge closures. Earlier today, some bridges were closed down to let the propane tanks go through. But since that has now come and gone, there are no reports of bridge closures, just to pass that along to you. A couple of cancellations as well. We have the... Actually, it's not a cancellation. Actually, it's a chance for anybody who needs a place to stay tonight. The Elks Club has opened their doors. You are more than welcome to stay at the Elks Club tonight. We are going to go down now to Riverside Park and join New Country 1270 Chats News Rob Williams along with Monty Solberg. Hi, Rob.
Hi, how are you, Mark?
I'm not doing too bad. What's the situation down there like right now, Rob?
Well, I just got word from Alberta Environment that the river has pretty well crested. It's rising a little bit, but nothing too significant because we already have a pile of water down here, right around 9.8 meters, which is a little bit below 10, of course, which was kind of what they were predicting. Monty, you've been in the city for pretty well all day. This is quite the sight.
Well, it really is, and although you can see the tremendous power of the river here at the park, when you move into the flats area and some of the other areas along the riverside, some of the residential areas, you really do begin to see what kind of damage has been caused, and you can start to imagine what kind of messes are in people's basements. And I just really feel sorry for people. I really feel especially concerned for people in the flats areas where, you have a lot of older people, a lot of people on fixed incomes and things like that. And, in one case, we ran into a woman who had lived in the same house for 75 years when we were up talking with her at the college, and she was very distressed about this, of course. And it's a real credit to the people of Medicine Hat that they've opened up their homes and have volunteered and have just done so much to try and make this problem a little easier on people. So I think it's a real credit to the people of Medicine Hat. It's a credit, by the way, to the people at Chat for the great job they've done of covering this and ensuring that people knew what was going on.
We appreciate that, Monty, very much. Of course, it's great to see the evacuation center set up at the Medicine Hat College.
Yeah.
And the good news, when you talk about the people in the flats, the elderly, the sick, the people who need oxygen, that sort of thing, they were evacuated yesterday before all this hit.
Yeah. I've been up there and talked to Karen Charlton up there, and boy, I'll tell you, they've done just an outstanding job organizing things up there. Things are set up really well. And they've made the best of a bad situation. And, it's unfortunate you have to have something like this happen. But at least there's one good thing that came out of it, and that is the community has really come together. And that's why Medicine Hat is such a great place.
That's for sure. During the Suppercast on TV, we had a chance to talk to Mayor Ted Grimm, who has been up since about 4 o'clock this morning. Did you have a chance to talk to him about any disaster services, anything like that?
Well, I talked to Ted for a bit, and, he's done just an outstanding job, I think, handling this whole affair, and I've kind of watched from afar, but... really what has to happen is they'll start taking a look at this once the water starts to recede and make a determination then about what kind of damage there is. They'll then go through the province, and if the province is out of funds, then they can approach the federal government, and that's when we'll go to work. And there's 3 Reform MPs in southern Alberta who have the same concerns because, of course, Lethbridge and High River have both seen the same kind of devastation that we're seeing here. And we'll go to work for people and do our best to make sure the federal government chips in and does their share.
Now, those 2 other MPs here in southern Alberta, have you had a chance to talk to them, or have you touched base with Preston Manning at all or anything like that today?
No, I haven't talked to the other guys. They both run back to their constituencies, of course, because, they felt they were needed there and should be there to encourage people. But I'll be in touch with them in the next few days once we start to see what kind of support the province and the municipalities need.
Thank you very much, Monty.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, we will have more from Flood Watch 95 throughout the evening.
It's a fact. You don't need a solicitor to write your will. With the new National Will Kit, you can write your own legal will easily and quickly, and do so for a total cost of less than $30. Everything you need to know about writing and safeguarding your will is included in the National Will Kit. Simply fill in the blanks in the form provided using the easy-to-follow directions, and you'll have a will that's solicitor-approved and legal nationwide. Remember, without a current will, the courts may decide who gets your money and property. Who would be the guardian of your children? Without a will, someone else could even choose your final resting place. Join the thousands of thrifty Canadians who've used the National Will Kit, and rest assured, your wishes will be followed exactly. Have a charge card handy and call 1-800-224-1116. Only $29.95 total cost. Your satisfaction is fully guaranteed. Make that call to 1-800-224-1116 now. That's 1-800-224-1116.
Do you have excellent customer service skills and outstanding telephone skills? Are you adept at WordPerfect 6.0 or equivalent software and have a knowledge of spreadsheet software? Then you may be just what we're looking for. The best receptionist in Medicine Hat. New Country 1270 Chat, TV 6 and 3, and cable advertising requires an extraordinary receptionist secretary. Send your resume before June 23rd to Brian Ellis, VPGM, Chat Radio and Television, Chat Media Center, Box 1270, Medicine Hat, T1A7H5. No phone calls, please. CHAT is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, what do we know? We don't know why when torn jeans are in, knees and bums are out. We don't know why platform shoes are back in style when everyone hated them the first time. We don't know.
This week at Psychopath, get half price on any helmet with any adult bike. All helmets are fully approved and come with a free fitting because at Psychopath, they know bikes.
We don't know how one size could possibly fit all, or for that matter, how it could fit more than one. We don't know.
Psychopath on Dunmore Road next to Future Shop. They know bikes.
New Country 1270 CHAT.
All my rowdy friends have settled down, and they seem to be more into laid-back songs. Nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. Everybody just wants to go back home. I myself have seen my wilder days, and I have seen my name at the top of the page. But I need to find a friend just to run around. But nobody wants to get high on the town. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. And I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And old George Jones, I'm glad to see, is finally getting straight. And Waylon's staying home and loving Jesse more these days. And nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. And the hangovers hurt more than they used to. And cornbread and iced teas took the place of pills and 90 proof. And it seems like none of us do things quite like we used to do. And nobody wants to get high on the town. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. Yeah, I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And Johnny Cash don't act like he did back in '68. And Chris, he is a movie star, needs movies get drunk and get loud. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. Yeah, me and my rowdy friends done routed on down.
New Country 1270 Chat. It is 8:26. Here's a hot new one for Confederate Railroad. It's called When and Where.
It's a busy day, I'm a busy man, got a hectic schedule and my whole week's planned. People say I'm hard to reach, but she knows how to get a hold of me. I can tell it's her by the way the phone rings. When she calls, I drop everything. Snaps her fingers and I'm there. Hello, darling. When and where? Climbing ladders, punching clocks, loving money, it's a paradox. I'm motivated as the next guy, but a man's got to prioritize. I can tell it's her by the way the phone rings. When she calls, I drop everything. Snaps her fingers and I'm there. Hello, darling. When and where? Hello, darling. When and where?
This is Floodwatch 95.
I'm Amy Stalker in the chat newsroom. It is now 30 minutes past crest time, and the South Saskatchewan River is holding steady at 9.8 meters. Alberta Environment expects the water to remain at that height for the next 4 to 6 hours. Public Information Officer Larry Godden says police and military personnel are now out patrolling the areas that have been voluntarily evacuated, and he says they are looking very seriously at charging anyone that they find in those areas. And Godden also wants to remind us that at this particular time, water conservation remains very important.
Don't forget, water restrictions are in effect. The college is the evacuation center. No more volunteers are needed tonight, including places to lodge. Stay tuned for future requests. If you are near or want to go into the floodwaters, don't. It is high, fast, dirty, and has a lot of debris, including large trees and branches that are barely visible. As well, it may appear to be shallow water, but the road underneath may have collapsed or manhole covers may be gone.
As you all know by now, the Medicine Hat College has been set up as an evacuation center, and here's what I can tell you about what's happening up there. 4,130 people registered that they were going to leave their homes. That basically represents some 1,500 homes in the 3 combined areas in the flats. 67 people will be staying at the college. They are from St. Joseph's Home and St. Pat's Home in the Lutheran Manor. As well, entire families are also staying at the college. And the college has really gone out of its way to try and make this, well, a little bit of a community for the flood victims. The food services people are fully prepared to make 3 meals a day available to all the evacuees. There will be some entertainment for them as well. Apparently the Up With People group will go out to the college and put on a little bit of a show. As well, there are registered nurses and social workers out there to help everyone get used to their new surroundings and come to grips a little bit with what exactly has happened. And the city has also donated more than 300 blankets, and CFB Suffield has donated beds. Meanwhile, the Alberta government is promising money for the communities devastated by this worst flooding in more than 100 years. Damage is in the millions, reported in a string of communities stretching right from southeastern BC all the way to the Saskatchewan border. Of course, in Medicine Hat, the South Saskatchewan River overflowed its banks. That, of course, damaged hundreds of homes and forced thousands of people to flee to higher ground. Alberta Environment Minister Ty Lund flew above our city today in a helicopter, and he said it is an absolute miracle that no one has been killed or hurt. I'm Amy Stalker. I'll have more at 9 o'clock.
Floodwatch 95 is presented by Samus Memorial Funeral Chapel on New Country 1270 Chat.
She's been playing at a room on the strip for 10 years in Vegas. Every night she looks in the mirror and she only ages. She's been reading about Nashville and all the records that everybody's buying. Says I'm a simple girl myself, grew up on Long Island. So she packs her bags to try her hand. Says this might be my last chance. She's gone country. Look at them boots. She's gone country. Back to her roots. She's gone country. A new kind of suit. She's gone country. Yes, she comes. Well, the folk sings dead, but he's holding out in the village. He's been writing songs, speaking out against wealth and privilege. He says, I don't believe in money, but a man could make him a killing. 'Cause some of that stuff don't sound much different than Dylan. I hear down there, it's changed, you see. Well, they're not as backward as they used to be. He's gone country. Look at them boots. He's gone country. Back to his roots. He's gone country. A new kind of suit. He's gone country. Yeah, he comes. To LA, but he's got a house in the valley. But the bills are piling up and the pop scene just ain't on a rally. He says, honey, I'm a serious composer, schooled in voice and composition. But with the crime and the smog these days, this ain't no place for children. Sounds so easy, it shouldn't take long. Be back into money in no time at all. He's gone country. Look at them boots. He's gone country. Back to his roots. He's gone country. A new kind of suit. He's gone country. Yeah, he comes.
Medicine Hat's New Country 1270 CHAT. Alan Jackson and Gone Country. A look at precision weather coming up, as well as some more details. Flood Watch 95. Right now, this is brand new music from the Mavericks and All That Heaven Will Allow.
I got $1 in my pocket. There ain't a cloud up above. I got a picture in a locket that says, baby, I love you. Well, if you didn't love them boys, then fellas don't go looking now. Well, here she comes a-walking, all that heaven will allow. Say, hey there, Mr. Bouncer, now all I wanna do is dance. But I swear I left my wallet back home in my working pants. Oh, come on, Slim, slip me in, man. I'll make it up to you somehow. I can't be late, I got a date with all that heaven will allow. Rain and storm and dark skies, well, now they don't mean a thing. If you got a girl that loves you and wants to wear your ring, so come on, Mr. Trouble, we'll make it through you somehow. We'll fill this house with all the love, all that heaven will allow. Rain and storm and dark skies, well, now they don't mean a thing. If you got a girl that loves you and wants to wear your ring, so come on, Mr. Trouble, we'll make it through you somehow. We'll fill this house with all the love, all that heaven will allow. Now some may wanna die young, man, young and gloriously. Get it straight now, mister. Hey, buddy, that ain't me. 'Cause I got something on my mind, yeah, that sets me straight and walking proud. And I want all the time, all that heaven will allow. And I want all the time, all that heaven will allow.
New Country, 1270 CHAT, brand new music from the Mavericks and All That Heaven Will Allow. It's 8:40. I'm Mark Austin. Look, precision weather coming your way in just a little bit. Flood Watch 95. A couple of things to mention once again. We've already talked about this a few times today, but in case you missed it, the T-ball picnic that was scheduled for 9:30 tomorrow morning has been rescheduled, not canceled, rescheduled for Crestwood School. And, of course, for obvious reasons, the YMCA has canceled all their programs for the remainder of tonight and tomorrow. You're basically asked to call back Monday to inquire about the programs. Now, on a good note, we've been talking a lot about the community spirit in Medicine Hat during this time, and Samus TP Association has opened their lots for RVs. Just one of the nice things that some people around town have done. Also, the Elks Club. If you don't have a place to stay tonight, you can drop by the Elks Club. They'd be more than happy to put you up for the night. And Holiday RV and Auto Center has a free parking for anybody at the Big Esso truck stop off the Trans-Canada Highway. If you want some more information on that, you can call Mark or Wilf at 548-7087. And basically, you think about it, you could load up a vehicle with all your valuables and, lock it up, make sure nobody can get to it, and just leave it there, and you've got a place to put your stuff. So that's kind of a nice thing for some of the people that have sort of opened their hearts during this time in Medicine Hat. A look at precision weather coming your way next.
The Irish Rovers are coming to town.
I sure can use those 30 days to
over from the barn and matted her hair hung over her shoulder, riding with a limber band.
For an evening of rollicking good times, catch the Irish Rovers live this Sunday evening at the Medicine Hat College Theater. Reserved seats now on sale at HMV and the Medicine Hat Mall. The Irish Rovers this Sunday at the College Theater. Presented by TV 6 and 3.
They're at the starting line. The lights go up. Engines explode. Tires squeal. It's Medicine Hat Drag Racing.
Medicine Hat Drag Racing with Fountain Tire and Goodyear presenting the first drag racing weekend of the season. Saturday, King of the Hill action. Time trials at 4, racing 6:30 to dark. Sunday, time trials at 10, racing at 1. Sponsored in part by Fountain Tire, Goodyear, AGT Mobility Cellular Plus Center, and Zelmore Tire and Auto.
Medicine Hat Drag Racing.
North on Box Springs Road. Don't miss it.
I'm feeling hungry. Oh, yeah.